gosh, we're alive, guys. It's rock bottom. We are here today with my other half,
the
Pickle.
better half.
Do you prefer Pickle, Mr. Pickle, Pickle Chip? We have a lot of options.
Names, yeah. Over the years, it's just progressed, and Pickle has stuck around for a long time.
Pickle has stuck around for a long time. And before we get into it, today we're obviously in a new space. We're kind of testing out some podcasting space here in St. Pete. I actually really love this space. I wish you guys could see like the entirety of it, but we are inside the new Moxie Hotel.
Yes.
I will say though, for a podcast room, they don't have soundproofing on the walls, and the equipment, we've had quite a technical difficulty this morning with the setup, but we're here. So we got it going and we're here. Yeah. So like I said, today we are with my Pickle. We are engaged. We got engaged last year.
Yeah, July was fancy.
What an engagement. It was really beautiful and special. Yeah. We're getting married in 2026, and I don't think you are quite sure if you're coming yet. I think we're gonna figure that out. He doesn't know if he's invited yet.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm invited. I'll definitely be there if I'm allowed. I might be holding the camera or cooking or something like that. But
I think that's because I've literally been saying nonstop with the wedding, like, it's my wedding, my day, my photos.
Picture me on this grand staircase.
Yeah, but that's okay. Yeah. Maybe you'll come. We'll see. We'll let you guys know. We'll let you know. So today we're with Zack, and he works at the Body Lab also. He is our resident tattoo artist.
Yeah.
And if I might say, you are actually about to go through a rebrand.
Oh, yeah. I'm super stoked.
Yeah, that is really exciting. So
everybody knows, Olivia is an absolute gangster at everything that she does, especially rebranding and color scheming and marketing. She's just an absolute unit.
Yeah, so Snakebird Inc. is getting an update. That's really exciting.
I'm excited.
So I have a couple questions from the audience, actually, because that's kind of part of what we do. We kind of ask the audience. And first things, are you feeling nervous? You feeling good?
I feel good.
You feel loose?
Yeah. I got like 2.5 coffees in. I'm feeling good.
2.5 already? I have my water because that's literally all I drink. Okay, so the other day we were talking about Black Cat Golden Retriever.
Yeah.
And you mentioned that you feel more like a goldfish than a golden retriever.
Black cat, goldfish. I'm just
would you elaborate? What does that mean? Gloving?
Yeah, okay. I feel like golden retriever is hyper, bouncing around. What's over here? What's over there? Up in everybody's business. And a goldfish is kind of just like, look, just swimming around, doing their own thing.
Okay, just
floating, going with the current of the tank.
I love that. Yeah. Okay, so I think you're definitely a golden retriever boyfriend, which I think sometimes comes across
fiance. Oh my god.
We haven't decided yet. I'm still wondering. I took the ring, but I haven't said yes, so we're still deciding on that. No, so we are definitely Black Cat Golden Retriever energy,
for sure.
Which I think sometimes comes across negatively to other couples, but I don't see it in a negative light. I see it in a supportive light.
Yeah, the balance.
Yeah, the balance, the yin and the yang. You're a little bit of the person that like I can lean on and rely on to just kind of listen and be there for me.
Yeah.
But you also know how to put me in my place.
That's true.
Yeah.
And you definitely hype me up when I need it or calm me down when I need it.
Right.
Vice versa. So.
Right. Which that is probably the hardest part, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I will definitely say when it comes to the Black Cat Golden Retriever energy, I think that's the best couple dynamic that you can have.
Yeah. Could you imagine 2 Scorpios? 2 of you, 2 of me. It's just
that would be wild. It'd be hot, but it'd be wild.
Hot. I meant 2 of you know what I meant.
Dang. I am a Scorpio and Zack is an Aquarius, and that is a very interesting dynamic. Shout out to the Aquarians. Ironically, I will say before I started dating you, I had originally had housekeeping. Yeah, again, love the podcast vibes here, but it is definitely interesting here. But anyway, so I'm a Scorpio, you're an Aquarius, and before we started dating, I had actually read this book that basically word for word said that like a Scorpio was not paired with anybody and that we were not compatible with anybody. So I was like pretty dead set on just like being alone.
Hmm.
And then we met, and to be honest, there was a lot of red flags on my end. I was a red flag. What made you still want to keep going on a date with me? Because I was crazy.
I think I was just scared for my life.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you
If
felt
I
threatened.
left, if I left, she was gonna just find me somehow.
And just so we're serious, like, or just so we're clear, he's not being held against his will anymore. Like now we have an agreement, legally signed documents. He's here at his own free will.
That's right.
Okay, so you felt threatened.
No, there was just a lot when we first started dating that I just absolutely loved. It was like you've said, you're Scorpio, like nothing I've ever known before, so it was just very interesting. And just when I thought I figured you out, I saw like a completely new side.
I tried to conceal as much crazy as possible up front because I was like, dang, I really like this guy. I shouldn't be just like all in crazy on the first date. But each date, I think I sprinkled a little bit more crazy each time. Yeah.
I could tell you. No, but it was awesome.
Yeah.
It was. I love everything that we did growing up, like with our early.
It's been 8 years, just so we can clear that. It's been a long time. We've been together for a long time, and we've been through so much. We've been through businesses, a house, traveling, family stuff, like you name it, we've been through it. And it's crazy because after 8 years, like you're still my best friend. You still put me in my place when I need it, and I know I can still rely on you for everything. It's so crazy how after 8 years, it like feels like it, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
Like it feels like it's been 20 years, but then it also like I literally can't go to bed without you next to me. Like it's still like that, like that. I don't know what you call that. Is that love? That's love, I think.
I like to think of it as I count the amount of shelves that I've hung, and that's how I justify how long we've been together.
That's fair.
Probably about 3,000
in the 8
shelves
years we've been together, Zach has hand painted multiple businesses, our house multiple times.
Yes.
He has also done all of the handiwork. Actually, everything you see at the Body Lab, we've never hired somebody. Zach has done all of it.
Never hired. Completely for free.
Completely for free is wild. Because there you can't put a price on love.
That's right.
You can't put a price on love.
And perfection.
And it's all labor of love. And let me tell you something. It's not like he was like doing these things and he was like la la la, like painting for my love of my life. He literally was like, "Fuck you, bitch! Like, I'm never doing this again."
But also, in 2 months, we're gonna repaint it again. So
there were so many nights.
Speaking of rebrand, going back to that complete rebrand, colors and oh yeah, the walls are white. Awesome. I want them pitch black. Every wall.
I have changed the Body Lab so many times, and now I'm set with it. I love it now. I love the black and everything. But it's so funny how like it definitely is one of those things where maybe I just wasn't inspired right away when we first moved in, so I needed to change it up. But I'll just never forget some of the nights though where we were trying to get the spot ready, and you literally were like, there was one night it was like 2 a.m. and we were like painting in there, and you were like, "I'm fucking done," and I was like, "I'm fucking done too. You can leave." And I was like, "I'll do this myself.
I'm gonna clean everything up real quick, and then I'm out of here. I'm either gonna have to do it now or in the morning." Yeah.
Okay,
but
that's funny.
Totally worth it. I love walking in there and seeing it and hearing people like just fall in love with it. All the chandeliers, the colors,
we still have some work to do, which is exciting, but we're trying to take a little bit of a break, to be honest with you guys. So
a break from the office, but we're also painting and constructing at home.
Yeah, so we're renovating our house as well. So it's like, oh my gosh, I need a break from 2 projects at once. It's insane doing the office and at home, but we're getting it. We're doing it.
It's looking awesome.
So little topic I wanted to bring up. We're currently watching the new season of Love is Blind. Love that show.
It's not good.
I'm a little uncertain about Dave. If you guys are familiar with Dave, he's not my vibe.
What are we,
he's not my guy. Yeah, I think we're only like 3 episodes in, and
I feel like he's gonna get slapped.
Yeah. And he made a comment that was like really interesting. He said that he worked in med spa practices and he's used to just girls with Botox and filler and big fake boobs, and that he normally only dates for looks, but now he wants to go on Love is Blind.
Yeah.
Well, that'll work out great.
That's a flag.
But bringing that up, you know, because you are obviously with somebody who is in that like industry. How does it feel? Like, do you have any feelings or emotion towards me having fillers and Botox? Does that alter the way you see me, especially because when we first met, I didn't have any of that?
No, not at all. I love it. I support I support anything that you want to do, and I know it
supports everything that I do.
I'm blinking twice. No, I love it. I love everything that you do and everybody that is in the industry, and I know you look amazing.
Thank you.
You're going to look amazing for a long time.
Thank you. And he was with me pre-Ozempic. That's love.
And pre-upper lip.
Pre-filler. That's love. And now you get to have me at my best.
That's right. That's right.
Now you've had Botox though.
Yeah.
You've had a little bit of Botox, and you like it.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I definitely love it because same thing. We live in Florida. We're in the sun. I just want to stay young and healthy and hot forever.
Hot forever.
Yeah.
Okay, but to be fair though, when we go to the beach, you are a baby oil boy.
100%.
And I gotta yell at you every time. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, I grew up with my mom laying on the jelly chair with straight up baby oil. We're running around, getting mad tan, and she's just out there just sizzling like a strip of bacon. So
I want to just like cut in real quick because Kevin Hennessy, who's tuned in watching right now, just texted me and said he said he's fearing for your life. He thinks you're being held hostage here. Yeah. There's no gunman behind the counter, Kevin. We're all here at our own free will.
On the other side of the camera, though.
I'm dead. But yeah, so going back to like the Love is Blind stuff, it's kind of interesting like seeing people that are on that show, because I like to think like, would we have still found each other on that show? And I like to think yes.
I think so.
Because you and I think we genuinely fell in love with our personalities.
Yeah, for sure.
Like we are goofy crazy together, and I think that we would still have found each other on Love is Blind.
I agree.
And I think, to be honest, because I've watched several episodes where I'm like, well, I would have just walked out of the room if that guy said that to me.
Yeah,
like that guy would have said some dumb shit, and then he would have been like, hello, and I would have been gone. God.
The producers are like,
yeah, go get her. Bring her back.
She's gone.
I just can't stand that stuff. But I think...
But also, speaking of, you had a very good point when we were watching it. I'm sure there's questions that you can and can't answer, but why wouldn't you ask the person on the other side of that wall what their sign is?
Yeah, their horoscope. Nobody ever asked that on Love is Blind. I'm not lying to you guys. That would be the first question coming out of my mouth. I wouldn't even say hello. I'd walk in the room and I'd be like, what sign are you? And they'd be like, my name's Jacob. I'd be like, what's your sign? And they'd be like, I'm a Gemini. I'd be like, bye. I'm out.
We're not putting down any.
No, not putting down any signs.
We love all the signs, but sometimes they just don't work out. And Olivia,
from a romantic compatibility standpoint,
actually,
scientifically speaking, it does not work with me and Geminis. That's a science fact.
I've seen it.
Yeah,
science and in the field. Do you still have that book that you used to have that was living with your signs? So
I wasn't going to bring that up, but you brought it up.
It's a full. Well, I mean, actually, now that it's in the air, let's talk about it.
It's out there
now. It's a
now.
huge book, hardcover, just full color, full pages. You need a magnifying glass to read this fine print in this thing, but it's literally everything. It's love with. It has all the horoscopes in there. So if say you meet somebody who's an Aquarius, who's extremely handsome and talented like I am, you can look it up and say, what is a partnership like? What is working with?
Yeah, it's a really detailed book.
But it goes through everything. It's awesome. And she does not have Post-it notes filled with this thing. And like, okay, yep, let me look this. It's awesome.
I actually did do a little experiment, Dad, if you're watching, YOLO. I did an experiment in college, I think, where I was like, genuinely was bored. I was genuinely bored. And I was like, I think this summer I'm going to try to go on a date with every single one of the signs, and I'm going to annotate my dates with the signs to compare like what science says the date should have gone like compared to like how it went. And it was ridiculously accurately on point. And call me a serial killer because that probably was serial. I still have the book with the notes in it. Like,
what?
I know that's a Scorpio thing. We hold on to mementos. Like, that's that little bit of that serial killer vibe.
Where does Mr. Chick-fil-A land?
Oh, don't bring up names into this.
Yeah, there won't be names, but Mr. Chick-fil-A.
So to be fair, I didn't get through all of the signs because actually, when I got to Aquarius, Pickle was the last one, and now you're Pickle forever. Right. Okay, so
the best.
So, some people want to know. Some people were asking actually. They were like, "Why do you call him Pickle?" And to be fair, I genuinely just love pickles. I eat them on a very regular basis, and I don't even know how one day it started, but I just started. I was like, "You're my pickle."
I don't know. I distinctly remember when we first started dating, you had some kind of an attitude at one point, and I almost said,
"At one point, like it's not every day."
I almost said out loud, "You're being a dick right now," but then I was like, "It's probably not. We just started dating. It's not great." So I think I called you a peepee.
Yeah.
You're being a peepee right now, and then peepee kind of stuck, and then it turned to like pap. And
pickle chip,
peep. It turned to everything, but
it's hilarious because now I get to work and everyone at work is like pickle. Everybody calls you pickle now.
Yeah.
I even have people in my DMs on Instagram that like I've never even met them before, and they just know that you're pickle.
Yeah,
they're like, "That's Pickle. Pickle's gonna be on the podcast."
Pickle? I know people will come up the stairs as I'm like going to the restroom or whatever, and they're like, "Oh, what's up, Pickle?" I'm like, I know that you know me because of the Body Lab, but I've never met it. I've never met you before.
Yeah. So okay, horoscope wise, that would be a question I would ask if I was on Love Is Blind. That would be the 100%. First thing. I don't even need to know what you look like. I need to know what the stars say about you. That's more important.
Yes.
That's more important.
Yes.
Yeah. No, but I've been enjoying this season, and I can't wait to talk about it with you guys. And I don't even know if we're behind or if we're all caught up, but we're only like 3 episodes in. So far,
I think we're right up to par with Michelle.
Oh, my mother was watching it too. She loves that.
Michelle.
Oh, Michelle's gonna be on here pretty soon. I'm excited.
I can't wait for that. I hope she brings Beanie.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, I wonder if we can sneak in her dog in here.
No, not. I saw dogs out there. Yeah, we just came to the Moxie the other day.
Yeah, the other night we went up to Sparrow. It was amazing. 10 out of 10 date night recommendation.
Sunset out of control.
Oh, the sunset cocktails, was insane. Yeah,
super interesting cocktails, but they were like so good.
Yeah,
food was mad good.
Yeah,
and then we came downstairs and had the hotel bar for a little bit.
Yeah, super cool hotel. Definitely will be hanging out here in the summer. I don't know if they have day pass at the pool, but I will definitely be here. And if I see you out there with no sunscreen on, I'm gonna get like squirt bottles with sunscreen,
like a little holster.
Yeah, like a holster, and I'm gonna be like.
Oh my god.
The sunscreen cowboy, that's what I am. I'm gonna get that on a hat next time, guys. Okay, so last little question that somebody asked is Zach could design the perfect date to take Olivia on, what would be that date? And I thought that was like a really fun question because we've been together for so long. We've had some seriously cool dates, and we are that couple that does actively try to continue to put date night in our schedule. We literally sit down in our schedule, in our calendars, and we literally mark on there.
It ain't in the life.
Very true. That is a type A thing that I would say. If it ain't on my calendar, it ain't. I literally put on my calendar the other day, like I put on there like walk 1,000 steps. Yeah. Like I literally put everything on there. Like do skincare before bed.
Yeah. A reminder goes off on her phone and she's like, "Oh, it's 9:07. I have to go to the bathroom."
No, literally all day. Like all day. All of my reminders are on there. But yeah, okay, so what would be like an ideal date? Man, that's hard. Because we just had an amazing one. We just went to Color Me Mine at Hyde Park, and that was so sick. Fun.
We still haven't gotten our plates yet, but I am hyped.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's taking kind of a long time, but
yeah, you got a little olive plate. I did a little piratey seaside.
We'll share them with you guys when we get them in. It was really fun. That was a fun date. So what would be like a dream date? And let me just say also, Zach and I have definitely different opinions on date nights and stuff.
I'm sure you'll find out right now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Wait. What would you say?
Date night. I picture perfect date night. That's a tough one. I would say we would maybe get ready separate. We haven't done that in a long time, where we get ready separate. So we're like, when we see each other, remember how handsome I am.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also because we try to match each other all the time.
No. You
Oh.
try to match me.
Well, there are times where I'll wear something and you're like, "Oh, I like what you're wearing way more, or it's a little more dressy or a little more casual, and I wanted to match you a little bit." So, but I do. I match her all the time. I'll kind of peek in. She's getting ready, throwing clothes around, huffing and puffing. I'm like, all right, she's
yeah, you
wearing
know that
brown.
thing where you go through your whole closet and you're like, I have nothing to wear.
Yeah,
That happens to me at least once a day.
Yeah. But then she's wearing brown. So I'm like, oh, sweet. I'll put some brown on, some brown shoes or whatever. And then I'll come out and she's wearing leather and fishnet. And I'm like, oh, what? What?
Yeah, so anyway. Fishnet, I don't think I've ever worn in my entire life. I'm not that goth. That's
all right, maybe leather.
That's a sleigh, though. It's just I definitely know for a fact I've never bring fishnets back. Okay.
So I would say get ready separately. I think that would be super fun.
Okay.
And not like a role play, but like I'll be there to pick you up at 7 or whatever the case may be. Put it in the calendar. We'll do 7:15, and I think we go to a really nice dinner. I love the sunset. I love the beach. So I would love to do like something rooftop. I love that too. So a super nice dinner. And we always love going to see movies, but I feel like I like switching it up a lot. So I'd want to do something super fun. So that's why I love doing artsy stuff like that too.
Yeah,
so,
like something like painting on the beach is something you would
I don't know
for sure.
I know some people know that, but Olivia is a very good artist. She's a mad good artist. And that's actually from your Tinder profile.
That's how we met on Tinder, if you guys didn't know, by the way. I swiped right.
Oh my god.
Not to like hype up your ego, but I'm pretty sure I swiped right on everybody. I was just down to go out.
And just to let you know, you were the first and only person I'd met.
I love that though.
Yeah. But she had artwork on there. She was sitting in front of an easel painting, probably had like a little bit of thong action sticking out or something. You know.
I'm crying.
But anyway. It was just super cool. We used to do paint nights all the time, so I love doing artsy stuff.
Yeah, we still do a little bit of paint nights here and there. Yeah, I don't consider myself an artist necessarily, but I do enjoy painting. Yeah. So and I'm not bad.
Dinner, cocktails,
painting,
and just painting. And I always love like putting our phones down and actually like spending time, because when we first started dating and hanging out, we weren't on our phones a lot. We were just like together, staring at each other.
Staring at each other.
Yeah.
I probably had an attitude if we're being honest.
But I knew you weren't hangry, so that was out of the
Okay, so my perfect date, just so we're very clear, would be we get ready separately. A mysterious car comes to pick me up. I get in the car. They drive me to the Albert Whitfield Airport.
Yeah, see, we're going to book talk.
This is not a book talk date. I get to the airport. I'm like, what's happening? A private jet rolls up, and then this red carpet rolls out.
It's not a Boeing.
And I get on the private jet, and then they fly me to the Bahamas, and I have dinner in the Bahamas by myself.
Okay, if money isn't an option with the date,
I said dream date.
Radical.
Then I just come back, and I'm like, that was amazing.
Was I there?
Oh, yes. Yeah, you were there. I think you were flying the plane.
At no point did you mention that. All right. Well, yeah. See, that's totally.
You said dream date, so my dream date is with myself.
Oh no! And the sexy shirtless pilot.
To be continued. If he'll be at the wedding, we'll let you guys know.
Yeah. December 2026 or around that area. I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Once everybody saves the date.
Yeah, we have our photo shoot in April. We have no idea what we're doing for our engagement shoot. I have a billion ideas, and we're trying to get that figured out. And then once we have that, we'll be shipping out the save the date.
It's gonna say save your date for Olivia's wedding. Also guest spot Zach.
Yeah, guest spotting at the wedding. Oh my gosh, that's wild.
Permanently temporary.
This is why we're together. Our banter all day long is literally just like this, and it's perfect. And I love you, Pickle.
I love you too.
And that concludes today's episode, guys. That was a fun one here at the Moxie Hotel.
Yeah.
I think I'll record here again.
I'd do it again. Yeah.
I do. I genuinely enjoy the room here. There's like a couple little quirks, but they're still getting it figured out here. Yeah. But I'm happy to be a part of it. And,
and
shout out to the Moxie for having me in. It was really fun. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to leave it to you. And
until next time, I'm hyped.